Hello, my dear student. Today we are going to learn about CBSE Class 10th Science Chapter number 12. The name of the chapter is Electricity. Now, in this, we are going to consider topic which is heating effect of electric current. This is of 12.7. Now, what do you mean by heating effect of electric current? If the conductor is purely resistive, then source energy continually get dissipated entirely in the form of heat. This is known as heating effect of electric current. Now, what do you mean by conductor? Conductor passes the electric current. Purely resistive means what? Resistive means where the resistance is very high. What is the source? Source means cell or battery. So, when the conductor is very much resistive, then the cell or battery continuously give out the energy which is converted in the form of heat, and this is known as heating effect of electric current. Now, this effect is utilized in devices such as electric heater, electric iron, etc., where the coil is there. That coil is getting hot and then it does the application. See, my dear student, we had already studied regarding power in 9th standard. Power means rate of doing work. Now, this can be written in the form of formula as such. P is equal to W upon T, where W denotes work done, T denotes time, and P means power. We also know the formula for potential difference. What is it? It is work done in moving a charge from one place to another. That means W upon Q. V is equal to W upon Q. So we can write W is equal to VQ. Now let us put this value over here. So the power becomes VQ upon T. Now what is this VQ Q upon T? In that Q upon T is the formula for I. We had seen that current is rate of moving charges. So charge upon time. So power becomes product of potential difference into current. Now we also had the formula of work done as PT. See here, if we keep the W to one side and send the T to another side, it will become this. Work done is equal to power into time. Now this work is done in raising the heat, that means in heating of the substance or the component or coil. So this W will be equal to H. Then we can write this W as PT, but we will write P as VI. So our H becomes VIT. Now further, by using Ohm's law in the place of V, V is equal to IR. So this H will become I square RT. This H is equal to I square RT is the Joule's law of heating. H is equal to I square RT. Now this law implies that heat produced in a resistor is directly proportional to square of the current. Then it is also directly proportional to resistance of the current, and it is also proportional to time. That means when current is increasing, heat will also increase. When resistance is increasing, heat will also increase. When time is increasing, the heat will also increase. Now let us consider example 12.10. The question is, an electric iron consumes energy at a rate of 840 watt when heating is at maximum rate and 360 watt when the heating is at the minimum. the voltage is 220 volt. What are the current and the resistance in each case? The data given is the power, which is equal to 840 watt. So we must know the formula of power. P is equal to VI, means potential difference into current. So the current can be written as power upon potential difference. Now the first part of this answer, when heating is at maximum rate, what is the current? So I will be equal to power upon potential difference. That means 840 upon 220 comes out to be 3.82 ampere. The resistance in this case will be equal to V upon I. By Ohm's law we are getting this formula. V is 220 volt and I we had got as 3.82. So the answer becomes 57.60 ohms. Now the second part, when the heating is at minimum rate. So the I will be 360 watt upon 220 comes out to be 1.64 ampere, and resistance will be V upon I, that is 220 volt upon 1.64 ampere comes out to be 134.15 ampere. Here we can see that current is inversely proportional to resistance. Now let us see example 12.11. The question is 100 joule of heat are produced each second in a 4 ohm resistance. Find the potential difference across the resistor. So the solution is H is equal to 100 joules. Heat produced is equal to 100 joules. Resistance is equal to 4 ohms. Time is given as 1 second and potential difference is a question mark. We have the formula according to Joule's law of heating. H is equal to I square RT. Therefore, I is equal to under root H upon RT. Let us put the value of H, R and T. So 100 upon 4 into 1 comes out to be 5 ampere. This is the value of current. V is equal to IR. That's why I is 5 into 4 R, that will come out to be 20 volt. So the answer is 20 volt. Now the next topic is practical application of heating effect of electric current. So where all this heating effect is used. The heating effect is used to produce light in an electric bulb. See, the example is the filament of bulb. What is this filament of bulb? It is made up of tungsten. Now what is this tungsten? Tungsten is a metal which is having high melting point 3380 degrees Celsius. It is thermally isolated. Why? The bulb are usually filled with chemically inactive nitrogen and argon gases. The reason is to prolong the life of the filament. Here we can see this part is having the filament, and the filament is enclosed in this glass shell with the inert gas filled over here. Now the second example is of fuse. What it does? It protects the circuit and appliances by stopping the flow of an unduly high electric current. Means if the current is very much high, then the circuit will break down by this fuse. The fuse is always placed in series with the device. It consists of a piece of wire made of metal or an alloy of appropriate melting point. See, this is the diagram of fuse. Here It is enclosed in the porcelain case and inside it is having a wire which is either an alloy or a conductor. Now the fuse are having the rating as 1 ampere, 2 ampere, 3 ampere, 5 ampere, 10 ampere, 15 ampere, etc. Now how these ratings are decided? Let us consider that. For an electric iron which consume 1 kilowatt electric power when operated at 220 volt, that means the current will be equal to power upon potential difference, that is P upon V. Now power is 1 kilowatt which is converted into watt as 1000 watt upon 220 volt. So the solution of this will be equal to 4.54 ampere. So in this circuit the current is flowing of 4.54 ampere and the fuse must be of at least 5 ampere. If it is lower than 4.54, then it is a chance of breaking of the fuse. Now our next topic is electric power. Now what do you mean by power? We had already discussed this. It is rate of doing work, and it is also having the another definition as the rate at which the electric energy is dissipated or consumed in an electric circuit. We already had seen this equation as power is equal to product of potential difference and current. Now instead of V we can use IR. So the formula for power becomes I square R. It can also be equal to V square upon R. Now what is the SI unit of power? It is watt and denoted by capital W. Now if it is asked that define the SI unit of power, we can define it as power consumed by device that carries 1 ampere of current when operated at a potential difference of 1 volt. It comes out to be 1 watt. See the formula, 1 watt is equal to 1 V into 1 A means ampere. The commercial unit of electric energy is 1 kilowatt hour. It is written as K small, W capital and H small. This 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 1 unit. Now 1 kilowatt means what? 1000 watt, and 1 hour means how many seconds? It is 3600 seconds. So the product of it will become 3.6 into 10 raised to 6, and the product of the SI unit watt into second will be equal to joule. Now let us consider example 12.12, which is a solved example of the textbook. The question is, an electric bulb is connected to 220 volt generator. That means potential difference is given as 220 volt. The current is 0.5 ampere. What is the power of the bulb? The solution is, we know that power is equal to product of potential difference and current. That means P is equal to VI equal to 220 into 0.5 comes out to be 110 joules per second. So it is equal to 110 watt. Now consider another example. Example 12.13. An electric refrigerator rated 400 watt operates 8 hours a day. What is the cost of energy to operate it for 30 days at the rate at rupees 3 per kilowatt hour? The solution. See, the energy consumed will be equal to 400 watt into 8 hours into, for how many days it was used? 30 days. So into 30 days. This comes out to be 96,000 watt hour. Kilowatt hour is equal to 1000 watt hour. So it becomes 96 kilowatt hour. This 96 kilowatt hour can be written as 96 units. But we are also given the cost of the energy. So that is equal to 3 rupees. So we will multiply this 96 by 3 rupees and we are getting the answer as rupees 288. Thank you.